Here are some tips that will help you for the final tomorrow. It says, which expressions are less than 4 minus the square root of 125? Now, in this case, we're trying to find out a number multiplied by itself that gives you 1.25. So to do that, let's think about the numbers multiplied by itself that gives you 1.21, 22, 23, 24. So we're going to list them. So 1.1 gives us 1.21. Okay. Now if we do 1.2 square, that's going to give us 144. Now 1.2, it's already larger than 1.25, so we are going to use this one. So 4 minus 1.1, that will give us 2.9. Now we're looking for which numbers are less than 2.9. But we can actually use pi as 30.14. And then if you estimate the square root of 3, you get somewhere around 1.7. So now 3.14 divided by 1.7 is going to be roughly about 1.8. So we know that that one works. Now the next one, we already know that we have 2, okay? And now is plus 2 times the square root of 3. We already said that the square root of 3 is around 1.7. So what you're going to do is 2 plus 2 times 1.7. You know that the answer for that one is going to be for sure larger than 2.9. So we're going to cross that out. And the next one is 4 divided by the square root of 2. The square root of 2, if you use the same method that we did above, you're going to multiply 1.1 times itself, 1.2 times itself. 1.3 square is going to give you 1.69. Okay, we're closer. 1.4 square is going to give you 1.96. And that is actually very close to 2. So what we're going to do is 4 divided by 1.4. And if you do that division, you get 2.8, which is actually less than 2.9. So that will be another answer. For this one, we're going to find the square root of 3 plus 9 plus 13. So the first thing that you're going to do is solve everything inside the parentheses. So 3 plus 9 gives you 12 plus 13. In this case, we're going to get 25. So the square root of 25 is 5. And we are done. Now we're going to do the square root of 1 plus 9 plus 30. So now that's going to give us the square root of 40. We know that the square root of 40 is going to be somewhere between the square root of 36 and the square root of 49. Now our answer is going to be between 6 and 7. The difference between 36 and 40 is 4. The difference between 36 and 49 is going to be 13. And we know that our answer is going to be 6 point something. So we use long division. 4 divided by 13. Okay, so our answer is going to be somewhere around 6.3. Alright, so for this problem, we're going to solve for 2 times the square root of 17. So the first thing we need to do is find the square root of 17. So to do that, we're going to follow the same process that we usually do. The two numbers above and below, they are perfect squares, are 16 and 25. Now let's focus only on finding the square root of 17. So we know that our answer is going to be somewhere between 4 and 5, and the difference between 16 and 17 is 1, and the difference between 16 and 25 is 9. So we use long division. Okay, so we know our answer is going to be 4.1, and we now are going to multiply 2 times 4.1, which gives us 8.8.